Hey guys, I am making quesadillas today. I am going to use up a few bits from the fridge, a bit of cheese, and they are going to be super delicious. I am in my most comfortablest of clothes. My hair is grown, the barber shop is closed. It's just what we all need, a new year. I'm going to start with 150 grams of plain flour and 150 grams of chapati flour, and you can use all of chapati flour or all of plain flour if that's all you have. Half a teaspoon of salt and also half a teaspoon of turmeric powder for color and flavor, and 1 tablespoon of sunflower oil. Just going to mix it up. Here I've got 200 ml of water. Now I might not need all of it, but I'll start by adding a little at a time. I always recommend that you add whatever the recipe says. Don't add all of it together. Just a little splash at a time. Keep mixing it. So I think I only used around 190. I've still got like a 10 ml here, so I won't add it because it's nice soft dough. If I add all of it, then it'll become too wet. So now it goes on the surface, and I'll just knead it for maybe a few seconds just to smoothen it out. There it is, nice and smooth. And I'm just going to use the same bowl, just a drizzle of oil, and then put it back in. Just a few drops on top, and then just cover it with a lid or a plate and let it rest for at least half an hour to 1 hour, and I'll come back to it later. The dough has rested for an hour. It's looking gorgeous, look at that. And I can make 6 small portions or 4 large ones. It's so soft. I think resting is really important because it relaxes the dough, and that will make your flatbreads really kind of smooth and soft. So I think I'm going to portion it into 6 portions and then just roll. I'm going to start with 2, a bit less, and yeah, seems about right. Just take some flour, roll them in so it doesn't stick, and then roll it as big as your pan. I'm taking the biggest pan I have because I want a nice thin wrap. And if in between you need to roll it again in flour, then do that. I think that is big enough. My pan is nice and hot, and I'm just going to cook this until golden. Look at that beautiful color. On a nice hot pan, this would not take long, maybe a minute on each side. And did you see did you bring house kids mates for Christmas? Of course you can use ready-made wraps, of course, but I don't have ready-made wraps. I really don't want to go to the shops right now, but I have flour, so why not make my own? You can see it's kind of bubbling up, and that's a good sign. You can turn it over and then cook this for a minute as well. So you can tell it's kind of equally cooked from both sides. So I'm going to get this off and make one more of these. So here are the two cooked wraps. I have got some mozzarella cheese, I have got some cheddar cheese, and I have got a box in which I have some roasted aubergine and roasted courgettes, which I made earlier 2-3 days ago. So I want to use this up. You can have any roasted chicken, shredded up if you want. So this is a perfect recipe to use up any roast chicken that you made, roast turkey, or any roasted vegetables. I'm trying to use up the roasted aubergine and courgettes I made early in the week. And you can also grate up and use all the different cheeses that you brought for Christmas or otherwise for a weekend. And now to just add some flavor to it, I'm going to add some tomato pesto. You could use basil pesto, you could use rose harissa paste, you could just use any chutney that you brought specially and you have an open jar. So you can, this is a great recipe to mix and match what you have in the fridge and make the most of it and not waste food. So I've got the wrap and I'm just going to spread some pesto. I'm using tomato pesto, and oh, that smells nice. Right, then I'm going to add some roasted aubergine. Now, if you want to make this, if you have got some raw aubergines, just heat up the oven at 180°. Cut these into small pieces and a little bit of oil, salt and pepper, and roast it for half an hour, turning halfway through. So some of the courgettes now goes in some cheddar. These are the cheeses we normally use, cheddar and mozzarella, but like I said, if you have any other cheeses in your fridge, then absolutely go for it. Right, I'm just stirring up some mozzarella, kids' absolute favorite. And you can put some salt and pepper, but the cheese will have some salt, the pesto will have some salt, so I'm not adding any more. And now we just cover it up with another homemade wrap, and this goes to the pan to cook. Right, a drizzle of oil. Just try and spread it a bit, and then goes in our wrap. Just try and press it. Don't cook it on extremely high heat, otherwise it will go golden very quickly and the cheese wouldn't melt inside. So I've got it on low, between low and medium heat for a couple of minutes on each side. And just a drizzle of oil on the other side, and I'm going to turn it over and cook it oh, lovely. Look at that, crisp. That is looking beautiful. The cheese has started to ooze out, which is great. I'm going to get it out in a, I might need 2 of these. There you go. Woohoo! Turn the gas off. Let's serve this. And then you can slice up as big or small slices as you want. I think I'm gonna get one small slice for me to eat right now. Oh. I know I'm making a complete mess of this right now, but I just want to show you guys how beautifully gorgeous this is. And then all you do is enjoy it. That's lovely. Obviously, because of the pesto, it's got so much flavor in it. Origin is divine. Like I said, use any leftovers, chicken, turkey, roast vegetables, chop it up, use it with pesto, cheeses, any leftovers. This is a great, and you don't have the excuse that you don't have wraps at home because you can make them in minutes. I am going to sit down and enjoy this with the kids. I really do hope you're going to give this a go. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you very soon. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye. Right, let me take this to the kids before it gets completely cold.